Hi, everyone. I'm Marilyn Young with Soul Messages. And this week, in place of my weekly written newsletter, Spirit has guided me to provide a presentation for you that I presented probably about a month ago now, or close to a month ago, for another event that was hosted by Anne Perry, a well-known numerologist in Canada. And this presentation gives you an overview of angel messages for the year 2025. So let's get started. So yes, these messages for 2025 are coming to you today on December 22nd instead of my, as I say, my weekly written newsletter. And I'd like you guys to remember or understand, or some of you may know that 2025 is going to be a 9 universal year. And that means that it is a year of completion, of wrapping things up, um, work that we've been going through in terms of our soul growth. We'll be coming to the back end of life lessons. So it's really a year about transformation, about coming into um, the new you, the true you. And as a 9 year, it's also a year about our opportunity to be of service to humanity. So let's see what the angel messages are for this year. And they come to us from the Angel Wisdom Tarot, which was created by Radleigh Valentine. So thank you, Radleigh, for such a beautiful deck amongst many of the others that you have created. And as I mentioned, I've pulled 5 cards to provide those 5 overarching messages for everyone for the global 9 year of 2025. So our first card is from the Suit of Fire. And that suit is all about our passion, what drives us, and about our creativity. And the card is the Four of Fire. It's a beautiful card, a couple dancing, looking very happy, surrounded by roses, lovely home in the background, that's being viewed through a hole in a brick wall, no less. So it really is telling us that 2025 will be a time to celebrate. And the first thing I heard from Spirit was all your hard work will pay off. So many of us in 2024 were excited about it being an 8 year because 8 in numerology and angel numbers is the number of abundance and prosperity. So we were thinking, yippee, this is going to be a great year for prosperity. But we also had a lot of abundance in things that we needed to work on. So many of us spent a lot of time working through life lessons. More things would come up that we thought we'd finished off. And so now, especially the last couple of months, many people have had challenges working through those last few things that they're needing to get to the back end of some life lessons. So Spirit is really saying in 2025, we will have a chance to celebrate that because all of that hard work has paid off. And any work we need to do in 2025 in terms of wrapping up as well will pay off. So Spirit said, celebrate all that you have and all that you choose to bring in, because we know that our thoughts, our beliefs, and our feelings create the reality that we choose to live in. So they're telling us this will be a time to celebrate the reality that we create. We're being reassured that we've built the foundation for moving forward this year. And that reassurance comes from the number 4 because it is all about building a foundation. We see 4 posts, we see the number of the card is number 4. And number 4 in angel numbers also tells us that our angels are supporting us. So great support to have moving into this year. The card also shows us that it'll be a year for focus on family, relationships, and home. And Spirit has said contentment in all areas will come about. So again, a very positive message from this beautiful image of the happy couple dancing and the beautiful home in the background. And Spirit says to get to that contentment, to start with you, to start with ourselves, to start loving ourselves, being more heart space in our heart space, and to do that to release those limiting beliefs and thoughts that come from ego. So more releasing to do, more wrapping up of that releasing. And Spirit really wants us to pay attention to the image. We have a brick wall behind this couple, but there's a hole in it to get to that happy home. So we don't have to feel like we're hitting our head against a brick wall to release that ego. We can create that hole. We can create a way around the brick wall or through the brick wall to get to that happiness, to that happy destination. The Spirit is saying home is where the heart is. So a reminder to be in our heart space. The last year or two have really been bringing in the divine feminine energy. And that's all about being heart-centered, being loving and compassionate and caring. And the card also reminds us to express gratitude for all those amazing things that have paid off, that have worked out. Be grateful to those who have helped us, including the divine and including our spiritual team. And to live to our highest excitement, as the channeled entity Bashar tells us. So again, this is the suit of our passion. So live to our highest excitement, or live out our passion, enjoy life, do the things that we love to do, just as this couple dancing are doing. And lastly, we have an archangel that can help us do that. The cross-referenced archangel on this card is Archangel Jophiel, and she's all about keeping our thoughts positive, helping us to do that, and seeing the joy and beauty in life. So if you're having any difficulty with those things, call in Archangel Jophiel. And to help you do that, you can surround yourself with the color pink, because that's her color. So that's a suit of fire, all about our passion and drive and creativity. This year will be a time to celebrate and to focus on home relationships and especially on ourselves, releasing that ego. So our next card is from the suit of water. And this suit is all about emotions or hidden feelings. And this fellow is the king of water. And the very first loud message that came in when I looked at the card, Spirit said, "You've got this." And what they want you to know is that you've got this. There'll be no more trauma of emotional release. So all that work that you've been doing this year, that you may have to do a little bit more of in 2025, will not be as traumatic as it has been in the past. Spirit wants to know that you've got this. And water is all about emotion. You can see the water on the card is nice and calm. There's no big storm, no big waves. So it should be a little bit of a smoother emotional release with things that you need to let go that don't serve you anymore. And when you do, Spirit wants you to know that you can and will handle anything that's coming, just like the king does. He's sitting there so serene at the end of the boat. His ship is coming in onto shore, and he can handle it. He's got the confidence that he's sitting there, and the card actually describes him or you as trustworthy, honorable, devoted, but a little bit cautious, but someone you can completely trust, and that you are in a safe situation, so you can handle anything that's coming because you're safe. And he is wearing a green robe, so you know that anything that you need to release in 2025 will be healing. Green is the color of Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of healing. So you know that that healing will come with that release. And again, Spirit wants you to know you're supported this year by the universe and others in your life. Spirit's also giving us a little bit of advice in terms of don't bottle it, see it for what it is, and trust. So don't bottle up your emotions, acknowledge them, see them for what they are, trust the messages that they're bringing, and trust that you're safe to release them. So they really want you to have that reassurance that you're supported in that. And that there is healing in the release of any negative emotions that no longer serve you. So again, the reminder about healing. And when we look at this king, his ship is coming in, they say. Spirit has used that phrase. And so a reminder again that things will work out for you. So again, a big message about trust. Don't worry, things will work out. And if you have any doubts or impatience or wonders about your prayers being answered, work with Archangel Sandalphon. He is said to stand with his feet on earth and his head in heaven, so he can help have our prayers delivered straight to source and have those answers come back quickly in a way that we will understand and receive those answers. And if you want to work with him, sometimes working with the color turquoise, having that around you will be helpful since that's his color. So on to our third card, which is from the suit of air, which is all about our thoughts, our fears, and our concerns. And this is the three of air. And when we first look at it, it might be a little bit of, oh no, it doesn't look as positive as the first two cards, but it does have a very reassuring message as well. And that this year will be a year of final letting go of the past, letting go of people, things, situations, beliefs, relationships. And some of that letting go can create a lot of sadness. It can be a letting go that we have control over, or it can be a letting go that's forced upon us or something that is not foreseen. But again, remember that all of those things that we are letting go are because they no longer serve our highest good. And so just as the swords are behind the gal in the image, those are the things that don't serve her anymore. See that you can let them go and keep them behind you. She's not looking at them with regret at the past. She's just letting them go, having them behind her. And just as the heart on her dress shows us, Spirit is telling us to stay heart-centered. So stay in your heart, stay in a place of love when you are letting things go, not with anger or frustration, but with love to let those things go that no longer serve you. And to remember that challenges create opportunity for growth. So any challenge that you've been through, that you're letting go, see if you can take a different perspective and see the lessons in it, because that's what will create your spiritual growth. The card's also reassuring us that healing takes time. So if there is an event of great sadness for you, give yourself time to heal, to take that different perspective, to see the life lesson, and to truly let it go. And as part of that release, the rain in the background is reminding us, Spirit is saying that tears are okay. Some of us lately, and some of us will in 2025, have bouts of unexplained tears and wonder what the heck is going on. But it's really your body helping you release those things that no longer serve you. Let the tears flow. Let it out, because it will feel better in the end. If this card does apply to you, it may apply to those that you can help or support. You may be the one to support others who are releasing things with great sadness. The number 3 on the card is in angel numbers, reminds us that our whole spiritual team is behind us, supporting us in all of this work. And 3 is also the number of communication. So again, it's a reminder to communicate from the heart with love and compassion. And if you need a little bit of help with all of that letting go and sadness, then Archangel Azrael is there to support us. He helps us let go to make room for new beginnings. He helps us with transformation and to really embrace change and heal from that. And his color is white. So surrounding yourself or thinking about the color white will help bring Archangel Azrael in. So that's the suit of air. Our fourth suit is a suit of earth, which is all about material desires or work or career this coming year. And we have the 2 of earth. And again, this might look like a little bit of a scary card going, oh no, is this going to be my year where I'm feeling like I'm walking on a tightrope, juggling a bunch of things in a small boat on rough seas? And yes, you may have times where you feel like that. So the message here is, with many priorities to juggle, like time, money, other people's interests, the question Spirit has for you is, how long can you do it for? So this is time to create balance in your life this year as part of that transition of letting go of things that no longer serve you. Spirit wants you to focus on you and ask yourself what's important. You'll need to decide what's important to you, not to others. You're only responsible for yourself, although sometimes we feel responsible for the world at times, but we're only responsible for ourselves and can only control that. So what's important to you, so that you can get that balance, so you can be of service to others and be centered and to help them do the same. And as you're creating that balance for yourself, Spirit wants you to not forget about having fun. So this guy doesn't look like he's having much fun, because he's really trying hard to maintain that balance. But to get that balance, try to integrate some fun into your life as well. And number two, the card number two is about partnership and cooperation. And Spirit wants to remind you that you don't have to do this alone. When you're creating that balance in life, what things can you give to others to do instead of trying to do it all yourself? And in angel numbers, number two means don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in yourself, in your dreams, or in others that are there to support you. So release that worry and look forward to what you want to create in life. The archangel here to help us out is Archangel Zadkiel, who helps us create balance in our life, helps us with cooperation. And some of that balance comes through forgiveness, forgiving ourselves and forgiving others, so that we're not carrying heavy burdens that weigh us down and have us still on that tightrope in life. So Archangel Zadkiel can help us with that. And he also helps us remembering our connection to the divine, that we are all one, and that whatever we do to benefit ourselves also benefits those that we're connected to. And in working with him, his color is a deep indigo blue. So if you see it around, he's around, or you can have it around yourself to bring him in to give you a hand. Our last card, card number 5, is from the major arcana of the deck. And the major arcana brings about or talks to us about big issues or what our primary focus would be in 2025. And I love that it's a strength card. So Archangel Ariel, who's often known as the lioness of God. And so Spirit really wants you to know that with all of those things to release, the transformation that you'll be going through, the balance that you'll be creating, some of the sadness that might appear, they want you to know that you have the strength to do this. You have the inner strength, they said, to soar through this year of transformation. So spend a little bit of time going within to rediscover your inner strength. That's what the challenges are going to bring out for you. Spirit wants you to remind you that you've already learned so much in 2024, 2023. So 2025 is that final wrap up of some life lessons so that you can look forward into that new world, that new life that you're creating for yourself. So spend a little bit of time this year. You'll be reconnecting with your personal power, with that solar plexus chakra. Work with the color yellow if that helps you, if you work with colors. And Spirit wants you to know that you don't need to hold on to anything you think you need to prop you up. So again, reminding you that you have the inner strength. You don't need a toxic relationship or a job that you don't enjoy to help you anymore, to prop you up, because you have the strength within yourself. So you can release those things that no longer serve you. And as part of that inner strength, building that inner strength, Spirit says, be true to yourself, be who you are. That will bring you into, as one of the other cards talked about, your highest excitement or into your passion so that you can enjoy life and create the life that you love. So be true to yourself. And lastly, this strength is a quiet, gentle strength with compassion. So again, a note about heart-centered with the divine feminine energy coming in to balance the divine masculine. So really a strength about with love and compassion in all that you do. And I mean, you can see that in the lion sitting there quietly, just serenely being strong. He's not being aggressive. He's just quietly being gentle in his strength. And part of that compassion then is again forgiveness of ourselves for things where we've disappointed ourselves or haven't acted in our best interest, and also forgiveness of others. So if you need some help in finding your inner strength, just call on Archangel Ariel, because she will be there to give you a hand, and her color is pink as well. So in summary, as you wrap things up in 2025, as you wrap up dealing with those challenges or traumas that keep coming up and you think, I thought I was done, but it's here again, the life lessons that you're learning from it, in this year of completion and transformation, when you are releasing more of what no longer serves you, remember, focus on you first. Remain heart-centered with love and compassion. Remember to see the joy and beauty in your life and celebrate it, because that's what you'll create more of. Release those negative emotions. They do not serve you any longer. And to do that, you will be able to practice forgiveness of yourself and others. Believe in your own strength, because you can do this year. And lastly, trust that your angels and the rest of your spiritual team are with you every step of the way, supporting you, because you've got this. So I hope that's a hopeful message for 2025 for all of you. They're general messages for everyone. Some may resonate with you more than others, but that's okay, because we all have our individual journey. And I just wanted to let you know that I did mention my newsletter at the beginning. I usually write a newsletter every week with messages from Spirit or an angel card interpretation. So you can sign up to receive that from my website. There's a barcode there, or at www.soul-messages.ca if you don't already receive the newsletter. And I'll also be posting another video in the next couple of weeks with angel messages for each month of 2025. So 12 different angel cards that Spirit guides me to pull. They've told me that these are important messages to get out to everyone. And what we'll be offering shortly after that is an opportunity for you to book a session with me one-on-one, so you can get your private angel messages for 2025. So I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. And until then, I hope you have a beautiful week, and coming up, a wonderful new year. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.